Hey everyone, I'm Shannon, one of the co-creators of Shadow. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram under Shadow the Show. Today I sat down with Julia, who played Calli, and we did a little Zoom interview, so I hope you enjoy.
Carver, you can't blame yourself. This isn't your fault. Shadow should have listened to you, and she made a mistake. Don't listen to what everyone else is saying. You know you didn't do it.
So I'm Julia Taibl. I played Calli on Shadow, and my Instagram is at Julia Taibl. So yeah,
Um, okay, so when did you start acting?
I started acting. I was in plays and musicals ever since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. But Shadow was my second on-screen role that I ever had. Right before Shadow, I was a featured extra in a local movie, and so Shadow was an opportunity to keep building my resume, get more credits under my belt, so that I could keep doing on-screen work.
How did you hear about the audition for Shadow?
Yeah, so I was 13. I was really young,
Yeah.
and I was trying to get more experience, like I said, get more credits on my acting resume. And so I joined a lot of casting websites just to hear about open castings, open auditions, and the audition for Shadow was on there. And I and so I convinced my mom to drive me out, and I went to that audition. So um, I was blown away by how it was created by high school kids, and at my high school that never would have happened. And
Yeah.
so I I thought it was a really great opportunity, and I was so fortunate that I have a mother who was willing to drive me to the audition and to all of the shoots. And yeah, so it when I got the call that I got the part of Callie, I was actually just finishing up a class in seventh grade.
Oh my
And
God, that's so
I was in
crazy.
seventh grade. I'm pretty sure I was, yeah. And I told all my friends, I said, I just got cast in a show. And the reason I was really excited about it is because when I read the plot and um, on the casting website, and when I also just read more about it, it was a ghost show. And my favorite shows at the time were Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and Ghost Whisperer, like
Oh my
one
gosh.
one grown up show. I was obsessed with Ghost Whisperer, and even now to this day, I love ghost shows like American Horror Story and Vampire Diaries. So when I saw it was a ghost show, I was just like, I'm in. This is for
Yeah.
me.
You lived pretty far away, right? Like it was a drive, right? It was
It
like
was
two
a
hours.
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm from Boston, so it was like a 45-minute drive each way. Same with the girl who played Shadow, with Sarah. We were both from Massachusetts, and the shoots were up in New Hampshire. So we were both really lucky that we had moms that would drive us and everything. Sometimes I'd actually leave school early to go up there.
That's so crazy to think about. Yeah, because I remember like a lot of people were asking why we shot during the day for some of the night scenes, and it was because like you guys lived like kind of far. You were really young. Sarah was really young. Um, and it was like kind of the summertime, so it was like light out pretty late. And so like we had to shoot like our nighttime scenes during the day because like, it wasn't gonna work at night. And it's really funny now.
Yeah, and looking back, I was 13 for the first few shoots that we did, and
Yeah.
I had never been to a high school party. I never drank before, so I thought that it was pretty normal. I thought that's what happened. I thought that high school parties were like they could be at the day in the daytime. Like I didn't bat an eye. I thought it was very normal.
Do you remember auditioning for Shadow? I like kind of remember it. It was in like our high school TV studio, but do you remember auditioning at all?
I I kind of do. I remember seeing Sarah at the audition and thinking like, oh, this girl, like she's got it. I remember meeting her at the audition. I just do remember getting the call, getting the news that I got the part of Callie, and I was really excited. It wasn't my first audition. It wasn't my first, casting call, but I just remember kind of being like, wait, this is at a high school, like these producers look really young, but this is like a pretty legit setup here.
Yeah.
So I was I was pretty pumped. It was cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I think I was 17 and then like 18 by the end of it. So I was really young too, but we took ourselves like way too seriously.
I think that's why it came out the way it did.
Yeah.
And that's why there are so many episodes. It's because it was taken pretty seriously. And that's
Yeah.
why even in the comments that you see, people are kind of like, what is this? This was in high school. Like what? It's pretty unbelievable because it was taken really seriously. I would get the script beforehand, and it had like all the cues and everything. It was a 45-minute drive, so I would practice my lines in the car with my mom, and she would give me a little bit of feedback. But yeah, no, I had a whole binder actually of all my scripts that I would
Yeah.
take with me in the car.
I still have my original shadow binder here, like with all of the original scripts and like everything in it, like so
Oh my
weirdly.
gosh, that's funny.
I also remember, like, I distinctly remember you being the best at remembering your lines, and like you would remember everyone else's lines. You were so on top of it. You would show up so professional, and you knew just like what everything was going on. It was so helpful.
I was not the best actor on the show, definitely, but I was good at memorizing lines.
Do you remember what the first shoot day was for you?
I think it was the party scene.
That's what I
think
thought. I think that was too.
I think it was a thing where, yeah, I was sitting on the bed with the boy who wasn't my boyfriend, and I say to Shadow, ever heard of knocking?
Action. Oh, ever heard of knocking? Oh, Shadow? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
And I remember like thinking like why was I so upset about this? I was 13, I didn't really know.
Do you have any like favorite memories or like funny moments or anything that from shooting?
Yes. So funny story that we might need to save for later. The other funny moments. Um, so in the first episode when it's the party scene, when there's I can't remember who it was, but someone put on a hoodie and went face down
Oh,
on
Nick,
the
yeah.
ground. And in the comment section, people thought that was really funny. But I remember at the time, like it went completely over my head. I'm like, why is this person doing that? And even like a few years later, I was like, oh, maybe he was planking or something. But no, I didn't realize it was because he was just drunk and pretended to be like passed out.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I had no idea. I didn't know. I thought it was just like I don't know, some kind of inside joke or something.
Yeah.
It just went over my head. This really gives anything away because it doesn't really have to do with the plot. But I actually brought a few of my friends to from Boston to be in the show too, like as extras. I think one of the trailer clips has one of my friends from middle school, Abby, do like that enormous eye roll. She's like doing that eye thing, and people in the comment section were like all over it. And that was fun because I just got to take my entourage, my clique of my friends leaving early from school. My mom picked us up and we just went up to Nashua. That was really fun getting to do that as well, because it was like hanging out with my friends, but like it was something exciting and fun and different. And yes, that was cool.
I think your mom deserves an award for the
She
effort
does.
the effort she put into this show.
I can't believe she did all that. And I have a little sister too, who's 3 years younger. I don't even know who picked her up from school those days. Like I don't know. I think she was in 4th or 5th grade, and so she was like too young to even like come up and be an extra in these scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom drove me 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back. She like practiced the scripts with me, practiced the lines, helped me pick out outfits.
I mean, well, thank you so much for doing this interview, and it's so nice to catch up with you. It's been way too long. I'm glad you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, you kept pursuing it, and and you're still in the production industry. That's so cool. And thank you for putting up the TikToks. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so glad you thought of that.
Where can people find you?
I'm Julia Taibl. You can find me on Instagram at Julia Taibl.
Call this a tragedy, I don't know what it means to me. It's like a brick in the small of my back now. Call this bad poetry, but it still means the same to me.